Willkommen zurück zu Aviary Ace The Aviarying.
Der Attorney-Thingy mit den ganzen Vögeln und Tieren.
Und mit einem zweiten Trial-Tag. Aber bis
Den
dahin
ich.
haben wir noch
Ja.
3 Orte und 3 Tage.
Ja. Ich würde zum Palais de Louvre gehen.
Okay, dann.
Weil ich meine, wir haben das Schokoladending, aber wen sollen wir zeigen?
Ich habe Probleme mit
Oh.
dem Judge.
Ja, stimmt, den können wir zeigen. True. Ja, dann können wir da auch gerne hingehen.
Ich meine,
Ich meine,
wenn es der nicht ist, jetzt sind wir wenigstens am ersten Tag, dann müssen wir nur einmal zurückgehen und nichts nochmal machen.
ja.
Oh ja, den Kram hatten wir schon. Äh, oh stimmt, could it have been poisoned, haben wir auch nie fragen können. Ich bin übrigens sehr froh darüber, Sparrison zu sprechen. Er ist mein Lieblingscharakter.
Das dachte ich mir schon fast. Und dann fragen wir jetzt von diesem komischen Wolf da, Judge Remulus, da.
Snappy Judge who seems eager to wrap up trials as quickly as possible. What's this guy's problem?
Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
Würde ein Judge in seine Roben in den Schokoladenladen gehen? Scheinbar ja!
Anscheinend. Yes, monsieur. Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you just say yes? Yes, monsieur, a wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling.
Custom.
Uh-huh. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample.
Aha!
Ah.
What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the rapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagesluck, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Ramos's receipt? I can do one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. It's okay for us to take it, monsieur. Absolutely, memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all. Das steht auch eigentlich nichts drauf, das ist korrekt.
Received for 1 box of custom-filled chocolates from the 6th of January, sold to Judge Romulus, signed in green ink. Ob das mattert? But you look at this thing. Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Ah, jetzt haben wir ein Handwriting-Sample.
Ja.
Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only true villainous people write in green.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagesluck. You have been enormously helpful. I'm glad to be of service. I wish to be the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Hey, Progress.
Okay, jetzt zum Palais de Louvre.
Ja, und dann anscheinend nochmal da rein. In die Bar. Egal, gut, erstmal dahin.
Wenn sich nichts anderes noch und so. Falcon and Sparrison once again find themselves in the Place de Carrousel, just outside the Louvre. So, which exhibitions are we visiting today? Ja, gehen wir einfach mal in die Grande Galerie, würde ich sagen.
Ja, ich würde sagen, wir gucken uns einfach nochmal alles an. It looks like the porcupine fellow has left the building.
Did you want to ask him something?
Nothing particular. I just wanted to some more details on this novel, but I suppose we have to leave it for now.
Schade.
Oh, okay, gut. I think we've bored that monster been enough. Let's move elsewhere.
Sag mir nicht, dass das jetzt einfach nur ein wasted Tag war.
Mal gucken.
Och nö.
Nö. Gut, dann gehen wir nochmal zum normalen Palast, I guess. Palais du Place.
Ja, aber
Ja, gehen wir da hin.
das gibt uns ja nur die Auswahl, Tag beenden oder nicht. So,
Machen wir
weil
not yet, dann
jetzt kommen wir nur
wahrscheinlich,
zur
ne?
Karte.
Ja, okay, gut, dann müssen wir nochmal zurück. Ein Tag. Da müssen wir hin. Ne, da müssen wir hin. Ich mag das Speichersystem.
Ja, ist interessant. So, dann gehen wir zu Le Canard Joie.
Zur Bar, zur Study Bar.
So, what are we doing today? Playing cards until we flat broke?
Maybe, let's see. Drinking Room.
Karten können wir später spielen. Falcon and Sparrow return to the drinking floor, but nobody appears to be interested in conversation.
Dann nochmal Card Room.
Müssen wir jetzt echt nur Zeit wasten? Ach komm, spielen wir.
Ja, keine Ahnung, vielleicht haben die noch eine Info. Ja, 7. Ah, shit.
Ach, ich will damit nicht stehen bleiben, aber...
Dann musst du einmal hitten. Aber... Weil der kriegt jetzt irgendwie 4, 8 oder so. Ja.
Ich nehme den aus. Ich sorge dafür. Es dauert nur ewig lange.
Ich glaube, der hat unendlich viel Geld.
Ja. Dann hat er ja auch unendlich viel zu...
Oh.
Ich resette
Du weißt,
einfach im Zweifelsfall.
Ah, true, ja.
Wir haben ja eh noch nichts geschafft. So,
Ich glaube, wir müssen
minus
halt echt nur
2.
Zeit wasten, weil sonst haben wir nichts. Außer wir gehen nochmal zu Monsieur Mausi. Oh.
Minus 3.
Also minus 15. Dann lass uns halt nochmal zu diesem Mausi gehen, oder?
Ja, aber es ist halt zeitlos.
Ja, und dann gehen wir halt zu den anderen und machen irgendwas Dummes.
Oh, hello again. Can I help you with something else?
Not particularly, I came if Wulp was around.
Not yet, monsieur. Come on, Falcon. Trail is approaching fast.
Ja, ich glaube, da müssen wir halt echt nur Zeit wasten.
Dann hätte man halt nicht... Hä? Oh, okay. Interessant. Man hätte also wieder die anderen beiden Targets nehmen können und nicht zur Schokoladendings gehen können.
Jo. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture's coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could visit the Louvre, or maybe we just play some cards to La Canard to you? It's nothing wrong, person. You're being unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
I need chocolate. You see, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
Well, sure. That could work, but would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson? Sparrowson! Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Wer ist dran?
Ich. Das ist eh nur ein Nebencharakter, der kommt nicht nochmal vor, das ist okay. Well, he's not conscious right now, but he's stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed. Oh, thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lowering occupational hazard, doctor. Can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology.
Mental health.
But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. That's good to hear. Thanks, doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. There's the matter of the bill. Well, we have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for and I'm one partner down. I see. Rest assured that your friend is in good hands. Mit so einer Spritze, Alter. This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this.
Ew, I finally found you.
Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen.
You're speaking. I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
Alright, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Alter.
Au revoir, J.J. Falcon.
Wir wurden in die Themse geschmissen.
In die Themse, jawohl!
Ow. What just happened? Where am I?
Why am I alive?
Am I dead? No, that can't be right. It's nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Did it work? Dame Cataline. I can't believe how easy it was to fool you. And I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put the cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. Punkt. Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words to accuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row. It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline. It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say. How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
Ooh.
My grandfather? I prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me now?
What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up.
Ah, kommen wir zu spät zum Trial Day oder was?
Wir gehen scheinbar. Warte, wir sind an der Brücke? Keine Ahnung.
Ja. Punkt Arc.
Oh, der man who was fishing.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Come on, monsieur, wake up! I said wake up, you're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
My head. Where am I?
The Pont d'Arc, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're the disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falker or something.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the court there 10 minutes ago.
Up, you're running late. But take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprint it.
In your condition, that will be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go. It's dangerous to go alone.
What is this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you. Might have been stabbed with it.
I was holding this then. I suppose it has to be mine. Hey!
Contains green ink.
Ooh. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one.
Hey, don't call me a fisherman.
I am a man who fishes.
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there's no defense, then the strike cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in the case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Warum? Ist es nicht?
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you are to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury.
The defense, yes, Your Honor.
You're alive. You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the song or something?
How did you know? Did you push me in there?
Something like that. Your Honor, we're all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court.
Your Honor. But, Your Honor.
Rules are rules are rules are rules. One more word of either of you and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France? He's here?
Viel
Oh,
Spaß.
we're not doing the trial after all? That's a pity. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see. You know it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was late and... Oh, pish-posh! France did become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. That's Germany.
Nein. That's Germany, ja, wollte ich gerade sagen. Deutschland did.
Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right?
That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Arschloch. Fixer. Ah, fine. Proceed with the cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder?
My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time.
I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre.
Right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre South entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented the rules, which was taken by Major Howell. And, well, I think you know the rest.
Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France.
Denn der Head of State ist immer the most trustworthy person in the country.
Oh ja. Ich liebe es, Expertenargumente zu haben. Etwas gilt oder gilt nicht, weil es Experten sagen. Ich liebe es.
Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination.
How dare you doubt our king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I've no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Huh?
Für Brit dann. Oder wie diese ganzen Nachmittagsshows hier hießen.
South Entrance ist okay.
Ja. So, das war mit der Schokolade.
Ja. In the Grand Gallery, gave short speech. Lass mal hier, weil wir da etwas haben.
Ja. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle de Tibre uneventfully.
Indeed, haha. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
What did you see in the Salle de Tibre? Ich meine, im Endeffekt können wir beides fragen, wenn wir wollen. Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle?
What did I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly, huh?
I meant aside from the Roman artifacts, for example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reading, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, Your Majesty.
Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop, and there was that copper arm thing. Oh, there was something else now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant, mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Hall is keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
What?
Did I say something startling, prosecutor? Haha!
No, please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because it just came to realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session.
Well, that's debatable.
To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Well, it was
Her?
a swan. Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose the name was... Mademoiselle Sung. Du Bieg ist auch geil, Alter. Mademoiselle Sung.
Soon? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Soon.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Sung gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. Just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates.
Circumstantial, my ass.
Yeah. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still haven't proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. A murderer? In my train?
Yes, yes! Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial.
Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that's significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence. Why, I'm not surprised.
The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you perform do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time you may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I place that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt. Adieu, monsieur.
Guy.
I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep.
Are you okay? Bastard!
The doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late, the trial's over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served.
I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France.
Go ahead, Sparrowson, read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
The patient, Sparrowson, no last name, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Falred.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I need to question you. Between your note and the King's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome! Wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional, definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, so then what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But if this level of doubt is reasonable, is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous.
Tenuous.
Tenuous, A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, and not a wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Hall was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where does empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
I'm a witness. I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Hallo.
Trotz Eisenhut wurde zur Giftpflanze des Jahres 2005 gewählt.
Yeah.
Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to the case, but what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness!
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Kokoriko liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Sean, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrive, the court, established that Mademoiselle Singh is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what are you agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to call me Mademoiselle Singh as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to prevent Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Singh. Prosecuting is my job.
Ist der Delay irgendwie größer geworden? Soll ich den Stream nochmal neu starten?
Nee, ich lese gerade noch was nebenbei zu Eisenhut, aber
so.
Of course.
I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Alter, yo, was ist ein Eisenhut für eine kranke Pflanze?
I
Der
swear.
Verzehr einiger... Oh, sorry.
I swear, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good.
Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Senior, and I'm a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Soon, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle de Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but the guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur, I'm confessing out of my own volition. It's my guilt and nobody else's. But yet, the judge is threatening me. And my parents. Pretty convincing.
Warte, wieso haben wir Favor damit gewonnen, weil sie Testimonied hat?
Ja,
Egal.
weil sie schuldig ist und unser Favor ist ja nur, dass der Juan unschuldig ist.
Ah, true.
Well, defense, it looks like you want a confession out of this murderous dispute. Pute, I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So shall we wrap this court session up?
No, I haven't finished my examination.
Indeed, I have not.
No, not yet. I have further questions for the witnesses, Your Honor.
Further questions? To what end? You have already proved your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth.
You aren't here to uncover the truth, you're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with disgusting level of diligence.
Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance?
I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine, if it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you will have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
Der Pen, oder? Oder? Ah, nee, das ja.
Ihre Eltern sind in Sicherheit.
Please take a look at this. At these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs?
Look at the names.
Papa and Mom. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can't speak freely. He could just literally still kill me, but...
Go ahead, mademoiselle.
What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flowers business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, and he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged, because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Yes, Judge is his first name.
Ja. Es ist ein Zufall. Es ist halt, ne, der konnte nur das werden mit dem Vornamen.
Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge, quite brazen a gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Soon, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money, then you must both have signed a contract when you made the transaction. The contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. Ein verbal contract ist trotzdem immer noch ein contract. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Senior?
A link? Of course!
Yeah!
Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. Was haben wir noch? Wir haben noch Chrysanthemen, aber ich weiß nicht, ob die uns was bringen.
Ich
würde sagen schon, dass es die Rechnung ist, oder?
Ja, also er hat die Schokolade gekauft, also
ja.
Conspiracy is a thing.
I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle in the past. I know this because at this very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Das war also falsch.
Ja, wieso? Ich habe noch nichts
Oder
präsentiert.
So.
Das war noch weiter.
So.
Ja. Receipt oder Pen? Ich denke Receipt.
Ja, denke ich auch. I think you should take a look at this tablerin. Me? Don't you trust in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Landers Haggett's Luxe Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus? The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in a royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this?
Yep. That receipt is not mine. Except for the chocolate shop in years.
You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable, a proof of your purchase.
Indisputable? What should be disputed? What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt.
This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up the court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off official court documents.
Yeah, that would be correct. Ja, dann schreib doch einmal deinen Namen.
Well, it's no matter. I don't need judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus.
Ja, muss ja
Der
jetzt der Pen.
Yeah. Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor.
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that thing everywhere.
I thought as much.
Das hätte jetzt alles nicht passiert, wenn er nicht vorher bewiesen hätte, dass es sein Stift ist.
Yeah. Madames and Messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from the garment as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed.
Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken.
Stay with Your Honor, I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It's emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So, Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. Provided. Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink.
It certainly is quite a coincidence.
No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison, originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Sung, a street seller who owed you a debt.
Ich wundere mich, dass wir den Elefanten nie in Court gelassen haben. Der sagt, dass der Judge das war und dass der die Füllung selber gemacht hat.
Vielleicht kommt er noch. So. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged the debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot of a man named by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Sun's debts. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Sung to take full responsibility for the crime. That is only one narrative that makes sense. Admit it!
Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted to the king murdered, but there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I'm the one who holds the gavel. I'm the one who passes the sentences. With the snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judge? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. Fände ich gut, wenn gerade zufällig der König im Raum ist.
Dachte ich mir auch. Attempting to murder a king? Corrupting a court diocese? What an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do! Take him away, Inspector! Haha! I'm not done! I'm not done with any of you! You're all guilty, you'll see! A revolution is coming! The rebels will overrun Paris! The king and government will fall! The burghers will be slaughtered! We shall have a glorious second republic! A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal and communist! Hey, don't touch me!
Just another ranty lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him.
Of course! Carry on, Inspector!
Huh.
What? What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant Prince Juan Guerido to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Ta-da.
What? What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disputed the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, monsieur. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. Maybe in Vienna. So, are my parents really there?
I think so. But you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them. To Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before, before the fighting starts.
You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from start, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this has all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So, I guess it's just you and me and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good. Sparrowson, take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
I suppose our congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did. It was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Balcock.
Bullcock.
You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Singh to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion and accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? Huh. 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Singh. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind the bars or the hanging dog, and justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The
Extenuating
circumstances.
circumstances.
The personal considerations. The gaps in the law where, even when the due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Singh, and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice. You're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico. You're not terrible, Falcon.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon, Senor Sparathon. What am I doing using that old accent? I of course meant congratulations, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparathon.
It's no big deal, we're just doing our jobs.
Ich droppe den nicht. No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would certainly have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur. Oh. Thank you, Monsieur Wolp. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Wolp, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Well, because of his grandfather. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands in front for me? Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Das ist ziemlich dumm.
Yeah.
Huh, really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Wolp. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been gone. The future is what our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to, as storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crook judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf was right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Senor Falcon. You'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Pick up the dirt?
I'm a private investigator. It's what I do.
Well, bear it in mind. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Wolp.
Good day, senors.
I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
Ha 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 ha. Nee, diesmal nicht. Jetzt machen wir erstmal Pause.
Ja.
Sind schon ein paar Stunden an. Aber gutes Spiel. Gutes Intermezzo bis zum anderen Projekt.
Ja.
Ja, und je nachdem, wie wir das nächste Mal zusammenkommen, entweder das andere Projekt oder das hier. Ich freue mich auf jeden Fall. Macht beide Spaß.
Jo.
Oh, dann bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.